Oh my God. Oh my God. Ben Simmons deserves to win the MVP in scamming because he might be the GOAT finesser in NBA history. Now, recently, and to absolutely no one's surprise, it was announced that Ben Simmons would miss the rest of the 2024 NBA season after dealing with a nerve impingement in his lower back that has sidelined him for the majority of the season. Up to this point, as a result of his back injury, Ben has only played in 15 games for the Brooklyn Nets and has averaged 6 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 5.7 assists in those games. This back impingement is an issue that Ben Simmons has been dealing with for a couple years now because this is the third straight year that this guy is going to miss an extended amount of games as a result of this injury. Ben has only played a total of 57 games for the Nets since he was traded from the 76ers back in February of 2022. Matter of fact, Ben Simmons has not played more than 70 games in the regular season since his first two seasons. Not to mention, Ben Simmons missed his entire actual rookie season because of a fracture in his right foot. In fact, as ridiculous as it sounds, the only year Ben Simmons has played 80 games in the regular season was his quote-unquote rookie seasons, where he played 81 out of 82 games and won Rookie of the Year. Now, one of the big issues with this whole Ben Simmons situation is the way that Ben has been moving and the specific injury that he has. Ben has a back impingement. It's when too much pressure is applied to a nerve by a surrounding tissue such as bones, cartilage, muscles, or tendons, and this pressure can cause pain, tingling, numbness, or weakness. Now, it's worth noting that Ben Simmons did undergo a surgery to remove a small fragment of the herniated disc back in May of 2022, so he has actually had surgery on this injury already. And it is entirely possible that even after this surgery, Ben Simmons still has issues with his back. Anyone who's had a sports injury or injury in general knows that even though you have gotten a surgery to correct some of the injuries or a fracture that you may have or some sort of issue, that even after the surgery, there can still be lingering symptoms, pain, soreness, etc. as a result of the original accident. So it's entirely possible that Ben Simmons is still just having issues with his back even after the surgery. But the main issue with me is how he's going about it every single year. This guy has been teasing and teasing every single year. God damn. Ben Simmons is the absolute greatest of all time at just leading the fans on. Coming back from an injury, posting an Instagram video showing him working out, saying, I'm going to be back better next year, getting injured, then setting out the rest of the year. He's been doing this for essentially 3 straight seasons, just leading fans on over and over again. So it comes to no surprise that the fans are just sick and tired of it at this point. His attitude at the end of his campaign with the Philadelphia 76ers caused fans to damn near run him out of the city and beg and plead for him to get traded. And now he's going through the exact same cycle with the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, to keep it a buck, at this point, Ben Simmons is known more for his sideline outfits than him actually playing in the game, for God's sakes. I mean, I can't lie, some of them outfits do be fresh, but it looks like at this point, Ben Simmons has already gotten what he wants out of basketball. He's gotten the money, he's gotten the fame, he's gotten the girls, he's gotten the outfits, he's gotten the attention. So at this point, there's really no reason for him to work any harder. He's already gotten everything that he wants. The dude has made $163 million in his entire NBA career. Not to mention he's going to be sitting out the rest of the year this year, where he's still going to make another $35 million. And even if the Brooklyn Nets cut him next year, he's still going to make $40 million from the Brooklyn Nets because of his contract. So for all intents and purposes, it looks like Ben Simmons has won. He's essentially living out everybody's dream. He's not working at all and he's still getting paid millions of dollars just to sit on his couch or sit on the sideline and dress in his favorite outfit. Crazy. And once again, this is just another L stacked on top of the already many L's that the Brooklyn Nets have had. And one day we're going to have to talk about all the L's that the Brooklyn Nets have been taking over the last couple of years. The Brooklyn Nets have to be one of the worst run organizations in the NBA. The amount of decisions that they've made that are just terrible over the last 5 to 10 years have just been mind-boggling. Decision after decision has just been terrible, but that's a story for another day. Now the question is, where does Ben Simmons go from here? Is his career over? I'll be honest, I'm going to be a part of the people that say that his career is pretty much over at this point. I mean, it's one thing if you were a guy who grinded it out through your injuries, you were a good locker room support person, a good veteran that can come in and kind of mold some of the younger guys in the locker room. But I don't really think that's the case for Ben Simmons at all. Not saying that he's a terrible teammate by any means. Outside of the injuries, I mean, Is he really shaping and molding the younger guys in the locker room that much? Is he that much of a veteran presence that you really need him in your locker room once he's past his prime or once he's reels with these injuries? I mean, at this point, if you're a team who's thinking of signing Ben Simmons, you cannot sign him for anything more than the veteran league minimum at this point. You have to put him on a performance basis and make him earn every single dollar of that contract, because based on the past injuries, the past movement, and his past behavior, you cannot risk giving this guy a large contract with guaranteed money. No sirree. It just cannot happen at all. Matter of fact, if you do sign this guy to a guaranteed contract, you're just asking to get scammed. You might as well just open up one of those fake Nigerian scammer emails and just send all your money to that dude. Send it to the Nigerian prince. Forget about it. But ultimately, I think the saddest part about this is the fact that Ben Simmons has such a promising, young, bright career. I mean, when he came into the NBA, people were comparing him to Magic Johnson, to LeBron James because of his passing ability. He was just absolutely phenomenal. Where do you find a 6'10" dude who can dribble like this, be pretty much a point guard? Like, it's just something you don't find every single day. So for him to have all this talent and be debilitated by a back injury, his bad attitude, and maybe a lack of work ethic, it's just pretty much sad, because he could have been a potential Hall of Famer. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Ben Simmons' scamming escapades in the NBA are done? Or do you think he'll be able to come back to another team on a veteran minimum? Do you think a team will be dumb enough to trade for him? I want to know what you guys think. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, so it'd be great if you guys just click the subscribe button below. Click here to watch the rest of the videos in my NBA playlist. And I'm out.